we are with the artist, formerly known as Dennis Deuce, currently known as The Deuce.
That's me.
Dennis. So we are at...
I have my own symbol, too.
You have your own symbol?
Oh, yeah. No, not really.
Does it have a name? Or
It's the number 2.
It's The Deuce.
I need a name like that. What can I be called for an alter ego or a second name?
Peterson?
Let's use Thad.
The Thad.
Thad. No, it's just
How
like
about
one name. Like
Thadpole?
it's like Cher.
Like Tadpole, the Thadpole?
It's just
Just
Thad.
Thad is an original enough name. It's like Cher.
Okay, I don't need another
Thad.
name.
nope,
Okay.
just Thad.
All right.
All right. So we are at what is the name of the residence?
This is Villa Verde.
Villa Verde Greenhouse,
The greenhouse, that's it.
Park City, Utah, and we are going to look at this one piece in particular.
Yes.
And what number is this piece?
This is Opus
Dennis?
42.
Opus 42.
And we're
It's a
up
beautiful
at
piece.
about Opus 142 now.
This is 100 pieces ago.
Yeah. Well, 50 because they go up by 2, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Deuce.
The Deuce.
No. Numbers by Deuce. www.NumbersByDuce. Facebook fan page, Numbers by Deuce.
Is there a Twitter also?
No.
Do you have a
Just
LinkedIn?
Dennis Deuce. Just Dennis Deuce on both of those.
All right. So let's talk about this piece.
It's all made from reclaimed copper. All of my art is made from reclaimed items, and as typical with most of my work, I weave. One thing that's interesting is the patina pattern that's in these large strips here and here. They were actually done using a process where I soaked leaves and then pressed them on the copper while they were wet. And so you can actually see the texture of the leaves in them, which kind of gives a more organic feel to the piece. Another thing that's worth noting is that this wall is actually curved.
Yes. Let me back up here.
And
Let's see that.
that's one of the things that's really nice about my art is I can work with difficult locations like curved walls and things like that. I also do freestanding sculptures as well as mobiles and jewelry. So
Let's see that bracelet. Nice.
So it's art as green as it gets, both in color, the patina process, and it's all reclaimed, which is better than recycled.
But your art is almost purely metals. You work with metals. And copper seems to be your main medium, but do you work with other metals?
I do work with other metals. I get more copper than anything else because I get all the copper from Neilco and they do a lot of copper roofs, but every now and again somebody will provide me with something else. I work in Corten sometimes, which is a rusted metal. I work in stainless steel. I have done some stuff in zinc as well. So if I get my hands on something, I'll incorporate it in. The difficulty in mixing metals is certain metals require that the piece then become an indoor piece. If I use copper and zinc, for example, in the same piece, you cannot hang it outside. This piece right here, there's no reason you couldn't hang it outside. It would change over time if you did that, whereas if you hang them inside, they'll stay the same. But you could take this piece and hang it outside.
Beautiful piece. It's important to note that your art was born out of looking at all of this, material that was left over from job sites, and the creative piece inside you said, "Hey, I can do something with this."
That's exactly
And
what it was.
it's turned into something really amazing. And you've got pieces in galleries all over the place, right?
I've got a number of galleries, both in Idaho and Utah, that represent me right now. I've, of course, got my website. I've got museums that have my pieces on permanent collection now. I have sold to a number of large private collectors, as well as Hilton Corporation has 3 of my pieces in the Hampton Inn in downtown Boise. So, I've got pieces in a number of locations. And
That's great. get a big shot of that again.
We're excited to have the greatest piece right here in our home.
You know, honestly, a lot of people actually say that, and this is the piece on my business card. It's the piece on my fan page on Facebook. This is a piece that, you know.
This piece here, I would say, is quintessential of as a representation of your art. I've been following it since the beginning. I have a piece myself, which is an odd number, I'm glad to say.
Yes.
Right
It
before
was pre-Opus 22.
Opus 22.
At that point, everything started going up by twos.
Yeah, and I've watched the artwork evolve, and really, I mean, just get better and better every time. So it's pretty cool.
Though this is one of the certainly the key backbone pieces.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add? You know, plug your website again.
Yeah, that's www.NumbersByDuce, Deuce is DUCE.com.
Just think of the deuce.
The Deuce.
Dennis may not remember this, but he also did another piece in here in conjunction with Nilco, which is this functional art piece, this hood over here in the kitchen. It's copper as well, had to be custom designed and built for that spot, and ties in nicely with the aesthetic art over here.
Copper, stainless on the inside so that it draws more light into the area.
All right.
All right.
We've been with Dennis Deuce. Thanks to Thad Peterson for allowing us to come in the home and film. And
My pleasure.
we're out.
Thanks.